It's raining outside. My cat is trying to get my books. You're currently balanced on some books. And I figured, since it's raining, you know, what's more perfect to do when it's raining? Except read a book, you know? So basically we're going to talk about what books I'm reading, what books I'm going to be reading, and my thoughts on the books I just read, if that makes any sense. Featuring my cat. So here's the books. Oh, hello. What are you doing? So I just finished reading The Hunger Games, the first 3 books in the series. And so I have the Kill Order, but I've heard it's not very good. So So anyways, the next book I got from the library was The Fever Code, because I've heard that this one is a lot better than the Kill Order. The Kill Order is basically a prequel, and it features different kids, and I think it's about how the flare happened. And so I'm like, if it doesn't feature my man Thomas, why am I reading it? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, this one does feature Thomas. I think this is the newest one that came out, and it's basically about how he ended up, spoiler alert, designing the maze. So yeah, there's all the books, and I've read these 3. Speaking of, The Death Cure is my favorite, and I have it right here. I own this one. This is probably the book that I've annotated the most, besides like Harry Potter. Here's my guide. Pause to read. But yeah. This is by far the saddest book I've read in a very long time. And I was reading at my desk, and I ended up crying, and I had to get up and take a lap because it was so sad. And if you know, you know. Yeah. Come here. Oh. What's the matter? So then, this is completely different. It's not like a YA novel. I've really been into YA and like rereading the books that I read when I was a kid, but like in a new light. But anyways, if you guys watch Wendigoon, then you know The Call of the Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, I watched his video and I was like obsessed, and I love like sea monsters and stuff like that. So I saw this at Books A Million, and it was $5, so I ended up having to get it. And I'm gonna be reading this very, very soon. After I finish the Maze Runner series, I'm gonna be reading this because it looks really good. The books that I'm reading right now that I don't have with me is Gone Girl, which I just started it, and I don't know if I like it, but I'm only like 50 pages in. And then I'm also reading Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, based on like Savannah history, and it's actually really good. So I'm reading that. About to start The Fever Code, and then when I finish those, 1 second, watch my cat. Okay. Anyways, when I finish those, I'm gonna start the Hunger Games series. Basically, I have this series, but I don't know what happened to my first book. It was like, I had that book forever and I annotated it. I read it like 2 years ago, reread the series, and I lost it. So anyways, so here is from my library, the first Hunger Games. And I really want to reread the whole series because I want to read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I haven't read that yet. So I don't know if I should read the series first and then read that, or read that one first since it's like a prequel. I did watch the movie. It was amazing. So I might end up reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes first. The books that I just finished: Mosquitoland by David Arnold. I read it when I was in middle or high school, and I ended up loving it when I first read it. It was like 5 stars for me. Yeah. Anyways, why is that one of the worst books I've read this year? Yeah, the first half was 5 stars, and then something happened. When the love interest got introduced, it brought it down to 1.5 stars for me. So yeah. I've really just been immersing myself in the Maze Runner lately. I haven't read, like, a book that's not the Maze Runner in a very long time. So I'm trying to think of books that are not the Maze Runner. Oh, and then I also just finished the 6th Harry Potter book, The Half-Blood Prince. It was good. I like The Order of the Phoenix more, but I've been reading The Half-Blood Prince since February, and it's been just like a book I pick up when I literally don't know what else to read, or when like I want a break from reading new stuff. So it's been a long ride of reading that book. I really like it, but it's a lot. But yeah, I'm about to start Deathly Hallows when I go back to school. So in the fall, I'll be starting Deathly Hallows, and I'll be really sad because I don't want to finish the series. I have read all the books before when I was a kid, but now I'm like reading them with new eyes and annotating them, and it's just been like a really emotional journey, like an attachment, you know. But yeah, so these are the books. Ignore this one. This one I just wanted to show you, but that's a 5 star for me. But these are the books that I'm about to start reading. So don't know what he's doing right now. What's your favorite book that you've read recently, and what's your least favorite book you've read recently? My favorite book I've read recently is The Death Cure, and even though it tore my heart to a million pieces. And my least favorite book is Mosquitoland, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go in and start reading. So